Hey guys, this is just going to be a quick video on how to draw up this spindle cap that is part of your assignment for the G-clamp. Now, to get a shape like this, it's fairly complicated because there's a taper on it and it's a little bit more than just extruding some circles. So you could use a loft command and have two different planes and loft one shape to another, but the easiest solution to do this spindle will be to do a revolve. Now we're going to start from scratch again in a second, but let's just have a look at what we know so far with this shape. So here's a drawing that you guys should have of a 2D drawing showing the spindle cap. We've got some hidden detail here showing a hole and a rebate. What I'll get you to do when you draw this spindle cap for the first time, just pretend that hole is not in the center or that rebate, and we'll put them in later on just using a simple extrude. For now we just want this outside profile, and to get that, what you really need to do is think of this center line as your axis that you're going to revolve the shape around. So all we really need to do is draw 1/2 of the profile that you see here. So we only need to draw that one side. So if we take a look at these measurements, we've got diameter 20 for our outside. So we know that from here to here is only going to be 10 mil. We're then going to drop down 3 mil. I have no idea what this angle is, so I'm going to leave that line out. I know that from here to here will be whatever that is, so 3 mil plus 10 mil, so 13. And then I need a measurement from this center point of my axis to this outside corner. So it tells us that it is diameter 11. So you don't need to be a mathematician to figure this out, but half 11 will be 5.5 from that center axis to that corner. So let's have a go at drawing this and revolving it. So I'll go back into Inventor. I'm going to start a new drawing, standard MM. I'm going to pick a plane, and we'll get started. We'll see how many of these measurements I remember, and we can always go back to our drawing. So what I might even do, so you can see it, I'll see if I can put this up side by side. Is that going to work? Let's have a go. Okay, so I've got these side by side now, and probably not a bad idea if you do this yourself as well. So I'll click on line. I'm going to start on my yellow spot as per usual, and I'll start off by going down my depth of 13. I'll press enter. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can see my whole drawing here. So I've got 13 by adding 10 and 3. I'm going to go now to the right, and I'm going to go for 5.5, and I'll press enter. And this is the unknown. I don't know what that angle is yet, so I'm just going to press escape, and I'm going to go back to line. I'll go back up here. I know that I need to go across 10 mil because 10 is half of my diameter 20, which gets me from there to there. I'm now going to come down 3 mil, enter. So now I can fill in the blanks. So like I said, I have no idea what that angle is, I have no idea what the length is, but I do know everything else. So I'll do that first, and I'll finish my profile. So from here, I'm not going to use this drawing anymore. I've got this profile, I'm quite happy with it. I'll see if I can expand this back and get it back somehow. Might need to finish my sketch first. Oh, there we go. I'll open that up. There we go. Sweet. So I've got this profile. Finish sketch. There's my profile. Click on revolve. Profile has been selected already by the computer. Your screen may look like that. Click on the down arrow to expand it. This is the important part, the axes. So the axes is where is my center line. So if I go back here, that's the center line that I want to revolve around. I need to find that on my drawing. So it's going to be this line here. I can then click OK. And I've got my profile. So if I then click on this bottom face here, I can start a new sketch and I can put a circle in here, and if I go over here, my diameter is going to be, here's where a few people get confused, they say 11, well the hole going through there is 6.5, so I'll go back here and I'll type in 6.5, press enter, finish sketch, extrude this surface in the opposite direction, distance will be all, and I'll click OK. So I've now put a hole through that bottom part. I'll select this surface and I'll go create sketch. I'm now going to draw a circle here. Check my drawing again. From there to there, so 14mm diameter, and we're going 2.5 deep. So I'll punch in 14, enter. I'm going to go finish sketch, extrude, make sure I'm cutting down, 2.5 deep, click OK, and that is your spindle cap finished. And like everything, guys, if you've made a mistake or something doesn't look quite right and you realise what that mistake is, your timeline is over here. So you can change a lot of different things there with your extrusion. I would have to open it up and I'd change the sketch if I use the wrong diameter on something. My revolution, I can expand that and I can change the profile there. Okay, and the other cool thing I can do with revolution, if I double click on revolution, you don't need it for this drawing, but I'll just simply show you this because it's pretty cool. So if I go to angle, I can tell it that I only want it to do it 180 degrees, and I'll get halfway there. We might go 220, that'll probably look pretty cool. And I'll click OK. And so if I wanted to create a part like that, I could, and it will give me a nice little section of how that part looks. Hopefully that helps you guys with your assignment.